They're not the only ones, though. If we're being fair, there is some of this dynamic happening on the right, is it not? Like there are sort of Trump diehards. They're pushing some people who consider themselves on the right, trying to sort of push them or move so far right of them that those people they find themselves in some new territory.
Hmm. Can you give an example?
Well, every single person they call a rhino. Like why are we talking about I mean, I know you don't like him, but Mitch McConnell is still a Republican. He's still trying
Hmm.
to get more seats for this damn party in
Hmm.
Congress. I don't believe he's trying to get more seats for Democrats in Congress. So why are we trying to make him at least his interests in that regard align with our interests, which is he wants more Republicans in Congress. Now
Hmm.
that do they all agree on every single topic? No, of course not. But not all Democrats agree on every single topic either. This is just the way a two-party system works. You just have to sort of work with your big tent and try to gain ground against the other big tent. There are people who seem to ignore that reality. They don't care. They just want everybody to agree with everything exactly, but that's not realistic.
Actually, I think Tim was talking about the Lincoln Project.
The Lincoln Project is a
Did
little
they?
different though.
Okay. Yeah, I
Yes,
don't
they
know.
were
I don't
former
know anything about it.
conservatives. They
Yeah.
they were former conservatives who are now like trying to excise. Well, I guess it's not an unfair comparison. It's similar structurally because they
Hmm.
voted GOP for a long, long time, and then now comes along Trump, and they just are never Trumpers, and they can't be on board with it. So they almost act as Democrats now. So yeah, it's similar. I think it's a smaller group of people, but we would have to admit that it's a similar dynamic. And also, if and when Trump is gone, these people probably could come back into the fold. I hope.
Hmm.
And there are people who say, well, I hope they never come back into the fold. Well, you sound dumb right now because that's just not how politics work where people vote. Wishing that you get less votes than you could have gotten is just a dumb thing to say.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, there's probably a lot of people like me, right, who are kind of apolitical and don't know how things work, are
Well, I
saying
mean,
a lot of dumb
even apolitical people understand that more votes is better than fewer votes.
things.
Even, yeah, anyone can understand that, but they still want to alienate these people who could be on your team. They could be in the
Right, right. But
fold.
it's yeah, yeah. But it's sort of this, idealist versus pragmatic.
It is, and there are people who would say things like, "Well, if that's what it takes to win, then winning is not worth it." Okay,
Yeah.
then I guess get comfortable with losing and then see how that feels and see what comes of that after losing repeatedly. Then we'll talk. I mean, I know it's not I know like you don't want to deal with the Mitch McConnells of this world, but let's let's act in such a way that we get fewer votes and that the Democrats win everything. And then after more kids get transition surgery or start to transition, after there's more drag queen shows at your kindergarten, after we have way more of this sort of stuff, then you can come back and tell me how that worked out. Then you can come back and tell me how it worked out to take a hard line with someone like Mitch McConnell, who would probably be on your side when it comes to, you know, drag queen shows.